Yeah, it's
Hey
live.
y'all. Hold on. Welcome to another episode of Straight Up the Group Chat. I am the host SRD. I got Travi in here with me
Yeah,
tonight. Thank y'all for tuning in. Travis, you feeling good tonight, obviously.
I'm feeling good, feeling great.
Good. So that's your acoustical guitar?
Yeah, it's my Taylor.
That's cool.
So yeah, I was practicing before earlier. I was singing Lloyd with my guitar.
Which song?
The joint where he be like, hold on, let me get my headphone right. Oh yeah. Stop. Wait a minute. The way you move that girl, you done got my heart all in it. Now I just wanna be with you tonight. Girl, please, I'm a player, yeah, it's true. But I changed the game for you. When I see what it do, can I be free? That one.
Oh, that's fine. Okay, so that was classic for
Little
Travis.
shine. Little
Great
shine,
job.
you know?
Love it. So let me ask you a question. So do you like
Yeah.
find like different songs that you just want to like sing, or like do you get your motivation from different like things? I guess like your muse or whatever.
So I get a lot of my inspiration from all kinds of different things.
Mm-hmm.
I really like to people watch and get
Okay.
inspiration. Like I one time went to a park and I seen this couple sitting there and I was like, man, I'm about to write a song about this couple sitting right here in the park right now. And then like walked up to him, talked to him, and I was like, yo, y'all mind if I like hang out with y'all? Cause I'm like really inspired right now.
Oh,
And
that's live.
wrote a song about them and their experience. I sent it to them. I did it like in a day's worth of time, maybe produced it and everything. Sent it to them, and they were just like, "Yo, I didn't know you could do all of that." But yeah, it was pretty cool. So like
So
I
like
get a
you're
lot of.
just go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just saying I'll get a lot of my inspiration from just random stuff
Yeah,
all the time. So yeah.
that's lit. So like you just like you say you people watch. I
Mm-hmm.
think that's cool though. Like you just walk through your day and you just like kind of. But I
Yeah.
think like artists are not respected enough for their creative minds. You know
Mm,
what I mean? So I think
yeah.
it's
Yeah.
like people don't understand the process it takes for, an artist, whether you're a painter, a musician like yourself, etc., like a poet. I think they don't get enough respect, especially if it's an independent artist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's weird when you're. What's interesting is there are people who are like working with like all the artists that are like winning Grammys, you know? Like you'd be
Hmm.
surprised how many people that are local know somebody that they're working with that are like on that level. And it's just crazy because you talk to them and they're just like, oh, I sat down with a few of Justin Bieber's band players and, did some stuff. And I'm just like, dang, that's crazy,
Yeah.
So yeah, it's pretty
So
cool.
like, a lot of the musicians. What you're saying is a lot of the musicians are like independent musicians.
A lot, yeah. A lot of artists right now are, if they're not in a deal, they're very much independent. A
Mm.
lot of artists prefer to be independent because they got the ability to do and release what they want,
Right.
you know, versus
Yeah.
having that be on a certain schedule doing stuff, whatever. So
So like, just asking you personally, like, is your I guess your end goal, like, is it to be with like a major label, or you just prefer to be independent all around the board?
man, that's an excellent question. My goal for the longest time, I always just wanted to do music to have a song on the radio and then
Hmm.
people be like, "Oh, that's Trav from Thomasville,"
Yeah.
got a song on the radio. I
Hmm.
always wanted to do it for that, but then I realized like, don't be like surface level with it. Like, see how far you can go, see what you could do with your
Hmm.
talent. You know, I made some pretty good connections. You know, I'm in the process of doing some cool stuff too. So, you know, with bigger artists. So that's my inspiration now. You know, working with
Hmm.
bigger and better artists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got off topic. Sorry.
Yeah, a little
So
bit. My bad, my bad. I talk too much too about like random stupid nothings, you know. So
no, you're good. You're good. So I already know, but I will just ask you other questions. So,
yeah,
can you tell us about your musical journey and how did you get started? I think we touched on this earlier, but the people didn't hear.
yeah. So it's funny. A lot of people that will talk to me from like high school and stuff in college, they'll be like, "Dude, I never knew you had any kind of musical talents." And I honestly didn't either. I didn't really want to do music until like I don't know, maybe I was in the church band. I wanted to play in the church band, you know,
Hmm.
and then I sat down with the musicians and I sat down behind the drums first. And
Hmm.
after I did the drums, I was like, oh, I could do this, you know, did the drums, then I got on the keys and I was like, oh, I could do this too, you know. Then I picked up the guitar and I just never looked back. I just been all
Yeah.
about guitar. So yeah.
It's funny that you say that because I I was in a band. Well, I was also in the church choir, but I was also in a band in high school, and I played the clarinet. I played,
Word.
yeah, I played all like I played the alto clarinet, the like the little small clarinet. I don't even
Yeah,
remember.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
And then I also played like the regular clarinet. I wish I could. I
yeah.
wish I never put it down
Oh
because
yeah.
I felt like I was set apart when I could read music. Like I felt
Yeah,
like I
that's
was like
yeah.
up here, and everybody else was like down here.
You were very much up here. If anybody that can, yo, I'm telling you, anybody that can read music is already here, down
Yeah,
here.
I
Because
agree.
you can read as long as you know the instrument. You can read how to play it. You
Yeah.
know, I cannot read music.
You cannot?
No, I'm self-taught. But
Okay,
like,
yeah. Yeah, yeah.
so like I can't read notes, and I can read the letters. You know, if it's an A
Right.
above the, I can do that. But I can't
Yeah,
read like the signatures and the insignias on. You know, I can't read none of that stuff.
yeah. You know, like one of my personal dreams, like one of my personal goals is to learn how to play the cello. Like the actual
Ooh,
either
ooh,
either violin or the cello. But the cello seems just so much more like I guess the word is like intimate, like the way that they
yeah,
stroke this like it just seems so much more like because I went to a symphony a few I mean I go to symphony so I
yeah.
went to, and it was like this lady, and it was a black lady, and she had like her afro out, and she just
Oh,
looked
really?
so natural. Yeah, and
That's
I was
fire.
like, I want to do that. So
Yeah,
that's a goal of
Th-
mine.
that's actually kind of. It's crazy that you mentioned. Um, was this in Greensboro? Because I think I seen the same lady playing.
No, this was in like Jacksonville. Maybe it was the same person. It
Oh,
was like in
okay,
Jacksonville, Florida. Yeah. Mhm.
yeah. Because I like to go to symphonies sometimes.
Mhm.
You know, it's very rare. I missed the last one in
Mhm.
late August, but
Mhm.
man, symphonies are very impressive. Those people
Mhm.
are like they've been playing music for 30, 40 years and they like
Yeah.
are the best. They're the best of the
Yeah.
best, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's yeah, it's
Yeah.
awesome.
It's lit. So okay, so how does the local music scene influence your sound or style, or does it influence your sound or style?
The local
No.
man, the local music scene.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Sometimes I feel neglected by the local music scene. So I
Okay.
don't really know. I don't really know how to answer that. I will say that there are shout out to my dog Isaac, um, DJ Isaac or Isaac Caraway. Shout out to him. He's pretty inspired. He's pretty talented.
Yes.
Shout out to him. Shout out to Teron. Happy birthday, Teron, too. That was your birthday yesterday. He's pretty talented. And then my band homies, Selah, Gary, Will, Wildfire. um, yeah, shout out to the squad, man. They inspire me. They're not
Yeah.
necessarily local, the other ones, but they're very inspiring to me.
Hmm. So what you mentioned earlier when you was like the local scene,
Yeah.
what's been your experience with that?
So I'll say,
Cause I saw your post the other day.
yeah, I'll say this. I'll say this. If I knew how to play a lot more like country songs, I'd probably be able to do more stuff. And
Yeah,
I ain't mad at it. Yeah, I ain't mad at it. That's just the demographic. It's the scene and
sure.
music where I'm at.
Yeah.
So like if I knew, which is not off the table, I'm actually learning some country songs.
Okay.
So yeah, like um if I knew more of those type of songs, I think I'd be more in the loop, you know.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
like I don't feel like I'm necessarily excluded. It's just the demographic, people want to come and see
Yeah,
certain types of music. So it's
for
not
sure.
bad. It's not a bad thing.
So I have at least two country artists. I don't know if you, maybe three. I don't know, but one is
Mhm.
Dan and Shay.
Oh, I know them. Yeah,
Okay,
they're
Dan
good.
and and the second one is Rascal Flats. That's the older Rascal Flats is the older
Yeah,
group. But
that's
I
the what
also
hurts the
like
most. What hurts the
yes.
most?
So
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah,
they're
yeah.
great. And then I don't know, it's a third one, but I don't know his name. He was on American Idol. His name was Chris something. I don't know if he was more like country or if he was like pop or rock. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Like country or rock, but he was great too. I have to look it up and let you know, but he was great too. I like his music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I love. I Hey, I listen to a lot of Chris Stapleton right
Okay. I like
now.
him too. Yeah.
And then somebody told me to listen to Shabuzi. You know.
Yeah. He's good. I like his like
Uh,
versatility.
yeah.
Willie
I mean,
Nelson.
Willie Nelson. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, and then some of the older like classics, like this one dude was telling me he think I'd be good at doing Johnny Cash songs.
Okay. Yeah.
Uh, so yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's cool. You can do it. Okay, so kind of like piggybacking off of this what we just talked about, what challenges have you overcome as a local musician?
Whew, man, I will say it's very hard to get on the radio. And shout out to 107.5. They were the first radio station to put me on live. Um, now you good. So they were the first radio station to put me on live, and it was amazing. Like it was,
Uh, yeah, I
that
saw it
opened
on
up
Facebook.
I opened up a lot of doors. I was able to book some shows.
Mhm.
If I would have had my ducks in a row a little bit better, I probably would have been able to book a lot more stuff. But
Yeah.
I just didn't think people would like try to reach out to me right away to try to book me and stuff.
Hmm.
So yeah, uh yeah, very much so. I never thought I'd be on the radio, performing music. So yeah, that was fire. That
Yeah.
was legit. That was, man, meeting like Jared and Katie. I used to listen to them growing up. So like
Yeah.
meeting them was crazy. It
That's
was
lit.
dope. Yeah, that
Yeah.
joint was fun. I think
Yeah.
I think of that sometimes and like you're like, yo, I did that. So
That's
yeah.
good. Yeah. So I think we
Yeah.
talked about this like off camera, but do you have a specific process for writing your songs or creating like new music?
Most of the songs that I've wrote were either at the side of a lake or downtown in some crowded city, just sitting there
Mm,
like chilling out. I wrote some songs in the mall. Um, the way I write my songs are very weird. I'll get my phone and like voice memo something, and then I'll get my guitar and like strum some chords. And if it sounds good together, the melodies, I'll
hmm.
just like get my computer. I always have my computer on me. It's always charged. It's always ready to
Yeah.
record something. You know what I mean? So like I'll get my computer and then I'll just record stuff, and then
Yeah.
I'll get the template from there. I'll just go, all right, I got, an hour. I'm about to record this song real quick and then it's boom, 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 knock it
Hmm.
out. you know. So that's how I record a lot of my songs, and a lot of the songs that I record aren't even in like a traditional setting, you know. Like
Mhm.
I'm also a producer and I'm also like a sound engineer as well. So like I can make any ambient sound like it's in a studio, you know.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter where I'm at, you know, I
Yeah.
can always make it sound good. So yeah.
Okay. That's cool. So you can
Yeah.
create your own existence. I like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So, how do you balance your music career with other aspects of your life? Like, is it too overwhelming, or is it like, do you? I mean, anything like your regular everyday. Like, do you have to?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So man. When I first started doing music, I was a FedEx driver.
Okay.
And it was always really hard to like, because sometimes I'd be driving and then in the middle of me driving somewhere, I'm just like, yo, I'm really inspired. So sometimes I just pull over, I go on lunch or whatever, you know, and or like
Yeah.
clock out or whatever, and then just like do my little melody. And then sometimes it got to the point where I would just bring my guitar with me, you know, while I
Okay.
was like having boxes and stuff. So I just
Yeah.
stand back there, get done early one day, and just could be like, man, I only got this time in the truck to like
Hmm.
get my ideas out, you know. So I pressed record on my on my iPhone on the voice memos, and then I just record some, you know, record some real quick,
Yeah.
and
Hmm.
then just email it to myself and listen to it in my headphones, you know.
Yeah.
And man, I did that a lot.
Yeah.
I did a lot of songs like that, man.
Yeah.
Those were good times, you know.
Yeah.
Like, you know, now I got a little bit more freedom, and I'm a little bit better with my workflow. You know, I can
Yeah.
work faster. But yeah, man. When I was working for FedEx, man, it was like I was always tired and
Hmm.
just never had the time to record. I had the
Yeah.
idea down, but I just was always tired, you know.
Hmm. Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know if
It's
that answered
funny
the
because.
question.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was saying I don't know if that answered the question, but yeah.
You know, it did for sure. Yeah, no, I was just gonna piggyback on what you were saying because I think like a lot of creators have the same story. Like it's like you start
Mhm,
from like you said a job or just doing
mhm,
something that you don't really want to do, but it's
mhm,
like you have to do it to sustain like regular life. So so
mhm.
it's funny to hear that you say that because it's like starting like you say recording on your phone, like you going back and recording it. I mean, I think
Yeah,
that's just commendable because it's like I think a lot of us, with you, with your music, me, with this podcast, is like people don't respect the process until it's like blows up or whatever.
yeah,
But it's
yeah.
like you didn't see the building. But I don't really like before I did get like kind of I guess upset in a sense with people
Mhm.
like not supporting it. But it's like now it's like, do you want
Mm.
to do it for real or do you not want to do it for real?
And it'd be so crazy because you want to do it for real, you know, but then like
Yeah.
you know you're doing good work and
Hmm.
like you did your research, you put the time in it,
Hmm.
you did all your due diligence, you know, you're not stepping on nobody's toes, you're trying to be creative on your
Yeah.
own, and
Yeah.
it's like nobody like, you know what I'm saying, they don't respect that, you know.
Yeah.
I get that, bro. I get that.
Yeah.
I get that.
But it's like when those moments you have to like still stick to your why. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
it's not easy to I guess pursue like your passion, but you
Yeah.
have to like understand like, okay. I seen this thing on Instagram the other day, it was like they only catch on your movement when it's movement or something like that. Maybe I'm paraphrasing.
Yeah, bro. Nah,
But yeah, yeah,
that's real.
yeah. So it is what it is. I mean, you
It
can get
is.
upset or you could just like use that as like fuel to keep going.
Hmm.
So who are your musical influences and how have they shaped your music?
Oh, so one of my biggest musical influences is Marvin Gaye.
Ooh, I love him.
Marvin Gaye is like I can never sing like him, you know? Like the style of music that I do, like the culture that I came up in, you know, it just wasn't like I mean it kind of was, you know, but like
Yeah.
as R&B progressed, the Marvin Gaye's kind of just got washed in the sauce under the Ushers and the Chris
Mhm.
Browns, but
Mhm.
like I go back and listen to some Marvin Gaye stuff, and like probably like one of my top 10 favorite R&B songs is that song from Baby Boy. The man, it's a Marvin Gaye song. It's got a long title. I can't even think of the name of the song, to be honest.
Mhm.
But it's like one of my favorite Marvin Gaye songs. And
Mhm.
I have tried my hardest to learn it, but it's so technically advanced that
Mhm.
I'm not skilled enough. Like I could sing it, but
Mhm.
I'm not skilled enough to play it yet,
Yeah.
but it's yeah, Marvin Gaye hands down is man, if I can meet him, I'd be like, bro, thank you so much, brother. That
Yeah.
was you
So
you
it's
had a
like
you
more
had a
like,
run.
yeah, he did for sure.
Yeah,
So it's more like you're more like inspired by like real music, not like to say that the music
yeah,
not safe, but like live music, like live
yeah.
bands, real music.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Instruments.
Mhm.
I can do the new wave, like auto tune is very fun and easy to use,
Mhm.
but it kind of washes down, you know, talent a little bit because everybody
Yeah.
uses it. But when you don't use it at all and you can play instruments, it opens up everything like
Mhm.
way more. So
Right.
yeah.
Okay, so that's the question. Like, how do you think the whole AI thing is going to impact like real artists and real musicians and real creators?
I'll say it publicly any day. I
Okay.
hate AI. I hate it. I hate it.
Mhm.
It's just it's very counterintuitive to what is like it's not it'll bring music down because it'll force people that aren't creative
Yeah.
into a place where they can just steal stuff, and
Yeah.
it takes away the originality. No one be original anymore. They could just
Mhm.
AI. Somebody can AI Kanye West and be like,
Yeah.
like if something controversy is going on,
Yeah.
the hype of what AI did, to like make Kanye say something very reversed of what he actually said would
Yeah.
take over the conversation. Like
Yeah.
it would, and then the person behind it would be like, "Oh yeah, I make P&B rock, or I make like Nipsey Hussle AI rap covers," and it's just
Mhm.
like some dude you know, that has no talent. He
Mhm.
just using this. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
it's whack. It's whack because the new listeners, like the new generation coming up, they don't necessarily understand that
No.
music actually come like it. Like if you want to be good at guitar, you got to practice that. If you
Yeah.
want to be good at the keys or the drums or the cello or anything
Yeah.
like that, you got to practice that stuff. You can't just now AI makes it where they could just go in and like yeah, just punching a few buttons. I want it to sound like this in text. You can write it like that, and then you say,
Yeah.
"I want this to sound like that." And
Yeah.
yeah, I don't like AI at all, actually.
It's crazy because I just saw or I just read an interview where they were like, I think it was GQ that interviewed Beyonce, and
Yeah.
she was talking about AI, and she was like, I just heard an AI song the other day that sounded
Mm-hmm.
so like me, you know? And
Boy.
it is scary because people can
Mm-hmm.
just like do anything. Like it's no originality anymore. And I feel like music now, people don't appreciate like me, I more appreciate like older music because it does have like, actual music, instruments. It's not like
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? Like it's not like a computer generated thing. Like it's real music. But music
Yeah.
now is like it's going so fast like this. Like
Yeah.
it's here 1 minute and it's gone the next. But it's like
And
if you have a respect for music and the creative process, etc., it's like you look at it differently in a sense.
mm-hmm. and it's
Yeah.
so
So
easy to like. It's so easy to use, um, like AI to be
hmm
like. Well, I don't know. It's so easy to use AI in a way to
hmm
where you can take Beyonce whole flow and just
the
put it
whole
over like
yes.
you can put it over like the worst. Like it would sound like her because it's Beyonce's,
Yeah.
it's her voice.
Yeah.
But you can just use you can utilize it in like the worst ways, and
Yeah,
it's just you know.
that's terrible.
So yeah, so yeah. I mean, I'm glad to actually hear like somebody else say it, you know, because
Yeah,
I'd be the only one saying it all the time. Like, man,
yeah,
AI.
yeah.
I actually wrote a lyric one time where I was like, I'm way better than AI, and I like used it. I used that entendre to talk about Allen Iverson, you know,
Okay,
because
yeah,
Allen
yeah, yeah,
Iverson is like
yeah.
the GOAT, you know, like I'm way better than
Okay, so
AI, you know.
let me ask you a question.
Yeah,
You're talking about
yeah,
entendre. So
yeah.
one of my favorite artists loves entendres, Frank Ocean. Do you like
Okay, you
him?
like Frank? Oh, I love Frank. I love Frank.
My favorite album by him is Channel Orange, obviously, but he
Yeah.
had an album that he never released like on major platforms. He had it on YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
and I can't remember the name of it, but
Endless. Is it endless or nostalgia 85 or nostalgia
nostalgia. It was
nostalgia?
nostalgia. It was like an
It's-
orange cart in the green bushes or
yeah,
something.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's nostalgia.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. So, but I love the way that he uses his like entendres, and I can't wait for him to make another album. Like I love Frank Ocean.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, man. Frank, he's a hey. Matter of fact, if you go look at Frank Ocean's latest singles, if you look
Mhm.
at the top, it's like silhouettes, and the song that's being played, the silhouette is covered up with a square, but it
Mhm.
outlines what the silhouette is, and then it shows that in the album cover. But it's like
Okay.
17, it's like 17 to 18 of them, you
Yeah.
know, across the yeah, like Frank Ocean, he's doing it right. You know,
Yeah.
creatively, sonically as an artist, he's doing it right on every level
Yes.
because he from out the gate, you know, like
Yes.
where a lot of people say it was genius. Like he leveraged the deal where he got
Yeah.
them to pay for his album,
Mhm.
and then so it was dope, you know. So
Yeah.
like I love Frank, I love what he does, you know,
Yeah.
and like his whole aesthetic is an entendre of some sort,
Yeah.
you
For
know,
sure.
like
Yeah.
he's crazy.
I agree.
He's
Yeah.
crazy. So yeah,
Feel it.
yeah.
So, what advice would you give to aspiring musicians in the local scene or anywhere like in the world? Any local or any independent artist? What would you tell them?
Hmm. Be original. Be original, bro. Practice, practice, practice. Uh just don't be ashamed to shadow somebody that is better than you. A lot of musicians are they like that spotlight, you know. I do too. You know, I like that spotlight sometimes too. When I've practiced, when I know when I know I'm about to kill this, you know, this
Yeah.
show, you know, I'm about to do good, you know, like
Mhm.
I like that spotlight too. But a lot of artists really like it when they can be seen, you know. But oftentimes they run into people that are way better than them. And a lot of times that's where you can kind of get that yield sign where you failure to yield, you know, because some of these guys are, you know, shout out to my guy Sayla. I know he'll probably see this interview, but Sayla is like, not only is he better than me at
Mhm.
guitar, he's also better than me at drums. He's also better than me at keyboard playing. He's also better than me at bass playing. Like he's better music all around musically. He's just like
Yeah.
he has the whole package. Like
Yeah.
if he was like one of four kids and they all play music, then all of them could take over the world doing music. Seriously, like no
Wow.
joke.
Yeah.
He is phenomenal.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, my advice to any musician, young or old, so if you're young, practice,
Mhm.
practice, practice, practice. If you're older, like if you say if you're in your I'm 33, so if you say that, oh man, I'm too
You're
old
30.
to play music. Yeah, I'm 33.
Oh,
Yeah. Is that
you
surprising?
no.
Oh, we same age.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. When's your
Yeah.
birthday?
June 27th,
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm December.
1991.
Oh, I'm a 90 though. Yeah. Yeah, same.
Mhm.
But my advice to any musician, young or old, don't be ashamed to get stuck in not knowing something and then asking questions, because that's what I did. I picked up
Yeah.
guitar for the first 6 months, and then I was just like, I can't make anything sound good. And it didn't help that I was listening to John Mayer, at the time. He's an expert at his
He
craft.
is. He is.
And
Yeah.
John Mayer's personality is very like arrogant. Like
Yeah.
he knows he's good, and he'll tell you suck in a second.
That's
So
funny.
like listening to interviews and stuff like that, I was just like, dang man, I'm just not good at guitar. Put it down
Yeah.
for a year or so, and then picked it back up, and I just kept going, shadowing people that were good. So yeah, man, that's what I would say. Just don't give up on the dream that you have. If you want to aspire to do music, it's up to you, and it's God's timing in your life for music. So you're gonna get better every day if you keep going. So that's what I
Mhm.
would say.
I think a lot of it, like to your original point, we were talking about like people don't like want to ask questions. I think a lot of it can be ego, which we all have them as human beings. Like
Mm-hmm.
y'all got like ego or negative ego, whatever. So, it's
Yeah,
sometimes like it's hard, but I'm not. I'm just saying I'm not a musician, but I also believe in asking questions. Being the
yeah,
not even the dumbest person in the room, but the person that's willing to ask them those questions and learn the most. I'm that person. Like I'm gonna ask questions until I get a full understanding. So definitely
yeah,
like what you're saying, like ask questions, get under somebody that's already at the level of where you're trying to get to. I believe in that wholeheartedly for sure.
yeah. I ask too many questions sometimes. I feel
Same.
like I ask like the dumbest, not the dumbest questions, but
Same.
like if I would have just sat there and just paid attention, I would have got it. But I asked the
Yeah.
question. I'm
It's
I'm that
funny
type of
'cause
person.
I preface my questions with like this might be a dumb question, but everybody's like, no, that's not a dumb question.
Yeah,
But like I said,
yeah,
I'm never afraid to ask questions because I was raised that way. One and then two, I just believe in, why would I sit here and be confused? Maybe somebody else is afraid to ask this question, but if I ask it, maybe
yeah,
I'm helping somebody else. So now I'm just
yeah,
like, I'm gonna ask it till I get it, and whatever, I don't care.
yeah. Nah,
Yeah,
I'm the same way. Yeah,
yeah,
at work, I'll have the GPS right there. I can just type it in, and I'll just ask the question. Like, hey man, should I go? You know, I ask crazy stuff all the
yeah,
time.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm that way.
So, okay, so I think we talked about this, but what are your future plans or goals for your music career?
So,
You want to get a Grammy?
do I want to? I will get a Grammy one day. I
Okay,
will.
I
I
like
I
it.
know I know I will. And the reason I know I will is because the the where I'm headed, like the way I'm doing music
Hmm.
is so okay. All right, I'll just say this. Shout out to my guys that know for real, that like
Hmm.
my homies. They know what I'm saying without me saying it, basically.
Yeah.
But
Hmm.
the Lord has blessed me with some amazing opportunities
That's
in the
good.
last year.
Hmm.
So like places I would have never been able to go to. I've been to Atlanta.
Hmm.
Um, I'm going to Philly in November. If
Okay, good.
when, if
Congratulations.
it thank you. If it falls through, or glory to God. I say that. Instead of taking the credit for that. But if it goes according to plan like it is right now,
Hmm.
um, there is something huge. There's going to be some huge news I have to announce. Um, Breaking the international level of
Okay, good.
Travi. So like if it goes the way that it will, that is
Destined to
just
go.
it's meant to go, then it's going to
Yeah.
be 2025 is going to be a great year musically.
Okay, good. Oh,
You
good.
know,
Yeah.
so yeah.
So I'm wishing you good luck and prosperity
Yes.
and whatever you want for yourself. I hope that you get it. Um, yeah, I hope that you get it, and I hope that
Yeah.
you flourish and
Yeah.
bask in your dreams.
Yeah.
Um, how
You
can
can.
people reach you, huh?
Oh, okay. So I have a link tree that people can reach me at. It's weird. Like you got to put in link tr.ee and then slash my name under this thing right there. Yeah. Travi. But back to the question about the where I was talking about I will get a Grammy. You
Okay.
can get a you can get a Grammy off any involvement of a song. And I I discovered like less than 10 months ago that I can write songs and send them to bigger artists. And
Oh, really?
oh yeah, oh
Okay.
yeah, I've submitted. Now I did like get like too big headed. I submitted a song to Chris Brown's writing his camp, his team. um I don't think he got time for that one though.
I mean, you never can
um
tell though.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But I don't know, man. Just making those connections and making those
Hmm.
relationships with different artists that
Hmm.
are better, that are on that level already,
Yeah.
man. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if I get to work with like some of Justin Bieber's bandmates,
Yeah.
or get to work with I don't know, like some big Atlanta artist,
Hmm.
or you know,
Yeah.
yeah, their numbers. Some of their numbers are in my phone. Like I can
Really?
text them and stuff. Yeah.
Well, it's funny because I just like, and this is just coming from me to you, like, people that are just trying to make it out here. It's just like I wouldn't like, don't downplay yourself. You know what I mean? Like, just like try to keep, stay steady at it, whatever. Because you never know. Like, if you can think it, you can do. Do you have a vision board?
Yeah, yeah. It's in my phone,
Okay.
but I do have a vision board.
That
Matter of
is your
fact,
wallpaper.
yeah, it's not my wallpaper, but I do have it.
You should
Let me
set it as your
see.
wallpaper because you can see it every day.
That's true. Let's see. I haven't updated it since 2023 because I
Mhm.
accomplished over half of it, and it was like, oh my god, I
Yeah.
didn't think it would be, you know, but like
Yeah.
everything that's on the vision board for 20 that I made in 2023 is stuff that I still think about and want to do now.
Yeah.
So like some of the stuff I'm doing over again, like over and over, but better,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like I don't know if you can, well, I don't know, maybe you can see, but like it's here, and
I can
everything that
see
has like a
it. Yeah.
all the all the ones that have green checks I've done,
You've done okay.
and
That's
like
good. Yeah.
I'm doing it over again,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
yeah.
I made my first vision board at my niece's. I think she was turning 18, so it would have been maybe a year, maybe two ago, a year or two
Yeah.
ago. And she had
Mhm.
like a vision board party, and I was like, okay, this is cool. But the vision board that I made at that point in time, the card that I put on there, I have that card now. So I mean, it's
Mm.
a real thing if you believe it. You know what I mean? Like, and I know
Mhm.
it's a cliche statement to say if you can think it, you can do it, but literally you
Yeah.
can. Like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Nah,
So
I'm a believer of that.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, 100%.
I
So yeah,
I think stuff I think stuff out loud, and
hmm
like yo,
hmm
I want to say something so bad, but I signed like an NDA. But
okay,
when it comes out, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna come back to this interview, and I'm gonna repost it and be like, hey, this thing happened, and I am like on like, hey, yo, check this out,
yeah,
because I never tell people like I'm not. It's weird because like I'm not the type, man. Like some of my friends, they get on to me like really heavy because they be like,
hmm
bro, you just don't do enough to promote yourself. Like, don't be ashamed to ask people to like, hey, comment, like, share, blah blah blah. And I'm just like, nah. I rather them just like,
yeah,
I rather see one of my homies at like at a bar that I'm about to perform at, and them not even know I'm about to do it, and then them just
yeah,
show,
like an
yeah.
organic type thing. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I
I'm
agree.
like I'm that way. So
Yeah,
like
I
some
agree.
stuff, I know I could do it and like boost it, but
hmm
I just don't be wanting to do all that sometimes,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
Pull up
I
if you
agree.
coming, but like
Yeah, I agree with
man,
that. Like, I'm not a person to like announce my moves. This is like because
yeah,
I feel like the people that you expect to support your movement, they're not going to,
mm-hmm,
and that's okay.
mm-hmm,
It's okay.
yeah, mm-hmm,
But sometimes it can be discouraging. But it's just like you have to still keep going forward. Like Because like
Mm-hmm.
I said, it can like throw you off your track, but you still have to like understand and trust your process. Like, okay, these aren't the people, but when I keep going forward, I'm gonna find my people in a sense. You know what I mean?
Oh, who you
Yeah.
telling? Mm-mm, mm-mm.
So I agree with that. So I agree with you
Yeah.
100% what you're saying. Yeah.
My homie Sayla, man, I didn't brought him up a couple times, but
Yeah. Shout out to Sailor.
shout out to Sayla. Single-handedly, without him, I probably wouldn't. Well, I not probably. I wouldn't have a lot of the success that I'm able to have and be proud of right
Yeah.
now, because
Yeah.
he's
Wow.
he's he's very selfless, and he's put me in position to like
Hmm.
really stand out in front of people.
Hmm.
So shout out to you, bro. I love you, man. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
my dog for real. But
I think a lot of it is finding people that are not gatekeepers, because you find so many
mm-hmm,
people that are gatekeepers in any circumstance. I don't care if it's podcast, I don't care if it's musician, artist like yourself, whatever the case is. It's so
mm-hmm.
many people that are like, I want you to have, but I don't want you to have more than me. So it's
Fooey.
very, very hard. Like even me, like I do real estate too. So like I feel like real
Oh,
estate,
okay, that's fire. Yeah, I think I
yeah.
knew that already though.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
it's like it's so hard to find people that are genuinely interested in my success as an agent, people that are brokers, that
yeah,
are multimillionaires, whatever. It's like it's very complicated. But I
mm,
understand the business, and I understand some people live in like a lack mindset, like, oh, if you have it, I can't have it. But I live in an abundance mindset. So it's like it's enough
yeah,
out here for everybody to flourish and live good and be happy. You know what I mean? So
yeah, man.
it's not like a me versus you. It's like a teach me, I teach somebody else. Because I believe in it, like paying it forward, and just doing right by the greater good of people in a sense.
Man, mm, I wanna talk about it. I want to talk about it, but I'll talk about it. Long story short, I ain't gonna say his name
Hmm.
because he might watch this, and if you do watch this, bro, that was shady. I love
Yeah.
you. I love you. I love you because I'm duty bound with my faith. But
Yeah.
you did me dirty. You did me dirty, bro.
Yeah.
Long story short, I've always been that person you know, to try to put my friends in position to succeed.
Yeah.
I
Absolutely.
I want to see all my people win.
Yeah.
Like
Same.
all my dogs. I want to see all my dogs win. They're very talented. I would
Hmm.
never, you know, take anything away from them. I would, if anything, I would try to add to whatever they're having. If they
Yeah.
let me, I would try to, push it their way. And then
Hmm.
what they do with it is it's on them.
Yeah.
But
Hmm.
this one friend, this one guy that I used to make music with, man, this guy like, man, he kind of let his friends run off with my name. So on Instagram, I got a blue check with my name.
Okay.
Um, and I went and verified myself because this guy was using my name and trying to sell services as if he was
Wow.
me. And I couldn't report him as I couldn't report him as a person that was like
Feeling.
intellectually,
Yeah.
yeah, stealing stuff from me. I couldn't report that because he wasn't posting me as a person on his page, but he was posting my name and saying that he's an engineer that does selling services to engineer work. And I was like, hey man, I asked my homie because I didn't even know this guy. I asked my homie. I said, I was like, yo, did you see that guy? You shared something to your story, and I was just like, I wonder who that was. And he said, oh, I thought that was you. And I said, oh, okay, all
Oh my
right.
God. Yeah.
So then I just did a little bit of research, and then I just like, oh, okay. Not only is that not me, you know who that is, and he's often at your house a lot, and y'all actually are all friends. So it's weird that that's what it is, but I understand. I see what's going on. I'm
Yeah.
not crazy.
Right.
So I had to utilize that little block button. And
Yeah. Of course.
yeah,
Yeah.
so wish you well. Hope you do good. Hope your music endeavors are going great. But man, I, I can't believe you would have did that. That hurt my feelings, dog.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right, bro. That really hurt, bro. Like, man, I had some plans for us to, we making music together. We got
Yeah.
some great, yeah.
Hmm.
It's uh, I'm cool.
Sad. It's sad the divisiveness that
Yeah,
it brings, but they
yeah.
say it come with the territory, so I don't know.
Music is, and I'm sure you might understand this with being a realtor, but music is very much one of them things where it's cutthroat. It's
Yeah.
very cutthroat, and people, they don't always want to see you win, straight
Hmm.
up. And like I've paid to go on some of these shows to support my friends,
Hmm.
and you know they wouldn't want to see me win, or I won't say
Hmm.
my friends because I don't really talk to this guy no more, so
Yeah. Hmm.
like I
You
pay,
know, yeah. I think a big thing is to just like what I do. I'm gonna just tell you what I do.
hmm
I pray for revelation because I
hmm
already have discernment in my spirit. Like I already know, all that. But I pray for
hmm
revelation. Like I pray for, if it's not for me, reveal it to me. Like, and I also trust myself, like how I'm feeling inside of me. If I don't feel good about it, it's not good for me. But
yeah.
I'm very big on like, discernment, intuition, and also just praying for revelation. Intuition sometimes I don't really know, but definitely how my revelation, and also like my discerning spirit, like I pray for those things. So I'm very big on like, again, praying for revelation. And anytime I've ever prayed for revelation, I always get it like within probably 24 hours. So
Dang,
definitely praying.
I ain't gonna lie. I wish I prayed more. I was seeing so much red at that time because I was just like,
You were angry, yeah.
man, like you're convincing your circle of friends that I'm crazy for even paying it attention,
Right,
but you're like you said you didn't know this person, but you actually do know this person.
right.
And the second I called it out, like I made a post about it and everything, I called it
Hmm.
out, and
Hmm.
then this person like they started changing everything up, but I had already like did the screenshots and everything, and the whole profile changed. But I only
Wow.
said something.
Right.
I only said something to the person I thought was my homie. I ain't say nothing to the other person.
Yeah.
So that's when I was just like, oh, like I ain't, what I mean? Like you
Yeah.
giving yourself away, dog.
Yeah.
So
Crazy.
yeah, is
I
what it
don't
is.
know. I just I just think like, just stay focused, because I mean this goes for anybody. Stay focused on your goal. Stay planted.
Yes.
Stay committed. Even if people initially don't like see it the way you see it, it's okay. It is what it is. But
hmm
just stay focused, stay committed, and do your big one. You already gave your profiles, right?
Yeah, I got my link tree. It's Travi, just like this, on any social media platform. It's gonna be
It's
just
over
like that
there.
on there.
Mhm. It's right
Yeah. Oh, it's on this side right here.
there. Yes.
Oh, okay, yeah. So right here, right here, right
Yeah.
there. On Instagram, I'm on. I don't really use my Twitter like that. I'm on Threads. I'm on um Instagram, Twitter, Threads, Facebook. That's what I use. Anywhere else, if you don't see me and you don't see these, then it ain't me, man. It ain't me.
It's
If
not
you don't
him.
see the if you don't see the dreads and you don't see the
Oh,
guitar and you don't see something goofy that I'm doing, because I'm very goofy and uncoordinated and awkward.
mhm.
If it doesn't all fall in line like that, it's not me. Probably it's probably not me. Nah, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, Travis.
hmm You call me Travis. Travis. It don't matter.
Travis. Okay. Thank you for hopping on here. Thank you for your time. And like I said, I wish you the best with your success, with your music, etc. I hope that you do get your Grammy. You won't get it. You believe it, so you'll
I
get it.
got it. I'm
So your
getting it.
Yeah, so
I'm
your
getting it.
Grammy, so your success, etc. I hope that you get it. And again, thank you for stopping by. And I hope you have a good night.
Oh, absolutely. Thanks for having me.
For
It's
sure.
like shout out to the Straight Out the Group Chat podcast, man.
Thank you.
I've been watching y'all do y'all things, and I was just like, I wonder if she's gonna ask me, because if she does,
I asked you, you
I'm
didn't
going. Yeah, no. I remember like way before, way before, like when I saw y'all doing live videos, I was like, man,
answer.
that
Okay,
looks cool.
Yeah.
And then I got asked, but I was busy that one time, but I got it today.
That's cool. Well, I'm happy that
Yeah,
you could stop by, and
for sure.
thank you again. And I wish you the best. And I hope you have a good
Absolutely. Hope we get to do this again too, because I might have some
for sure.
updates.
Whenever you wanna come on, let me know. It's fine.
Bet. All right. Appreciate
Yeah.
y'all. See you next
You
time.
too. Have a good night.
Later.